Good morning. Welcome back from spring break. We're going to be starting a new unit that we haven't talked about. We never got a chance to get to geometry. So I'm going to post these videos, make videos, or share Mr. Max videos with you this week to get you through the geometry. And if you have any other questions after the video, please reach out and ask me so I can help you understand it. So polygon should be a word that you heard before. The most important things are right here. It says it's a closed figure, so it has to be closed. So they're showing you this graph here. This is not closed, so that's why it's not considered a polygon because there's an open space. It has to be made up of line segments. So that's why a circle would not be a polygon because it's not made of line segments. All of these are made up of line segments. And they do not cross each other. So here's another example of not a polygon. So that's the first most important thing is what a polygon is. That most of the 2D shapes that you think of are polygons except for a circle because it doesn't have those line segments. The next thing that we're going to go through in this lesson is what a regular polygon is versus a not regular polygon. Or sometimes they say irregular because, like you guys know from hopefully Mr. Keeney's vocabulary, ir means not. So in order for it to be a regular polygon, you have to have congruent sides and congruent angles. So your sides have to be all the same length and your angles have to be all the same degree measure for it to be considered a regular polygon. For it to be not regular, some of the sides would be not the same. So for example, a regular polygon would be a square because all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same. But a rectangular would be considered not a regular polygon because not all sides are the same. The angles might be the same, but the sides aren't the same. Same thing with a rhombus. That's not a regular polygon because all the angles are not the same degrees. So those are the two things we're going to be identifying what the polygon is, and then we're going to be talking about whether it's a regular or a not regular polygon. Let me show you this next chart. All right, so then here's just a review of different shapes that hopefully you guys remember from the past, but if not, I'm going over them. So we have a triangle. Tri means three. Angle, it's got three angles. That's why it's called a triangle. So this one here is a regular one because it has all sides are the same, all angles are the same. This one is considered not regular. So then we have quadrilateral. Quad means four. So that means it has four sides. So any four-sided figure is considered a quadrilateral. So a trapezoid is a four-sided figure. So that's also considered a quadrilateral. So we have a square, like I mentioned before, that all four sides are the same, all four angles are the same. But here, a rhombus, all four sides are the same, but these angles here and here, they're different measurements if you were to measure the degrees. So that's not regular. Pentagon has five sides, so that's a regular one versus a not regular one. Then we have a hexagon. A hexagon is a six-sided figure. Here's a regular one, here's a non-regular one, and then here's an octagon. An octagon is an eight-sided figure. All right, so here I just put the answers on. Sorry, my internet went out for a second because of the wind today. It's very windy on Monday. So here's all the different sides. If you needed to pause on this and just look through this because you forget, take a second with that. All right, so the next thing is I want to show you guys, after you watch this video, I would really like you guys to go, there's a game that I put there. Just go through the game really quickly before you do the Google form, just to get yourself a little bit more familiar that you know which one's regular, which one's not regular, see how you do on that, and then do the Google Forms. The Google Forms only has 4 questions today, so just take your time on it. If you get a lot of them wrong, you can always go back and try it again, and I'll get your 2 different submissions. Now I have it set up so you can do it more than once. Let me show you 2 on this next page, how to really answer these questions. All right, let me put it back on. So here is the answers for this one. but just so you guys are aware, this one here would be considered a quadrilateral, because it's a four-sided figure and it's a regular polygon. So when you answer this on Google Forms, just because it has to be pretty exact for you to get it considered correctly, but as you know in the past, if it's not counted correctly, I always go back and check it and change your score if it marks it wrong and it's correct. But I would write the name of the polygon for your Google Forms, put a space, you don't need this semicolon, put a space, and then write whether it's regular or not regular. So again, this one here is a hexagon because it's got 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's considered a hexagon, and it's not regular because the sides are not the same, they're not congruent, and the angles are not congruent or the same. So here, quadrilateral, and it's not regular. And then octagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 sides, and it is regular because all the sides are the same, all the sides are congruent. So I did just look at the Google Forms too, and for this one here on the Google Forms, you can call this one a square or a quadrilateral. I'll put both options on there, but it does have to be considered a regular polygon. All right, so again, let me know if you have any questions of this. This is our first day with geometry. Tomorrow we'll work on triangles and quadrilaterals, and we'll go through the different units. I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know if you have questions.